All right, let me let's make sure we're live. Let's give me a second here. Okay, looks like we're live. All right, good
Right.
afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the first Unlimited Truth of 2024. And as we get started, we're going to see that you know what, Sega man, I think I know what this year's bullshit narrative is going to be, and look out for this. Is going to be a consistent topic throughout the year, Sega man, for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the thing with 2024 is going to be bad faith port begging, and here's why, Sega man. Ever since like January 1st, literally January 1st, with this article here about Xbox should exclusives, I'm noticing that the gaming world, the gaming media, and now all these made up rumors are heavily port begging for Xbox games, right? And what they're doing, Sega man, is that they're doing it in a way of this fake concern where they're saying, "Hey, Xbox is struggling to sell consoles, and Xbox needs its money, and Switch has 100 million, 130 million users. Wouldn't it be perfect?" And so today, Sega man, I'm gonna talk about a couple of things. One, why I don't think the Hi-Fi Rush is the quote unquote perfect Switch game, and I'm going to get on the Xbox community because a lot of y'all are out here saying, "Oh, it's perfectly fine if these games go to Switch," you know.
Yeah.
And I know Sega Man, you're a Switch owner. I'm not, but my thing is, Sega Man, how's Xbox going to build an identity if creative games like Hi-Fi Rush go to Nintendo platform?
That's
But
right.
and then Sega Man, we're also going to debunk this stuff and then call it a day. How does that sound?
No problem, bro. No problem.
Awesome. Yo, shit's no elite and faded blades. I see y'all here
What's
already,
up,
man.
fellas?
What's up? What's up? So, Sega man, introduce yourself.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Sega Man 101. Bringing in the new year with the Unlimited Truth with my brother Unlimited Productions, man. And yeah, me and Unlimited, and hopefully maybe we'll get a couple of the brothers in, and our first lady of chat might come in later. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
break this down, and I understand exactly what Unlimited is talking about, and I could talk about this topic too because I'm an owner of a Switch, so I know exactly what he's talking about, and I can't wait to debunk this conversation with my brother Unlimited, man.
Yeah, man. And so we're going to start with this. This the rumor. And by the way, this is all rumor. This is how kind of nonsense this rumor is, Sega man. So
Jeez, man.
this is how it works. Some YouTuber, Nate the Hate, just flat out made up saying that a highly critically acclaimed Xbox first party game is going to either PlayStation or Nintendo this year, right? And nothing based off nothing. Some people on these gaming forums are saying it's Hi-Fi Rush, and so that's why you see this article here. Hi-Fi Rush is coming to Nintendo Switch's claim. Actually, nothing has been claimed because Sega man, my thing when it comes to Xbox is I don't believe a word out these people's mouths until Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond, Matt Booty, Aaron Greenberg, or something, or someone from the official Xbox channel states otherwise.
Right.
Man, so to get started, let me get your thoughts, man. Do you think Nintendo? Do you think Hi-Fi Rush is coming to the Switch? And if so, how do you think that this makes Xbox looks continually putting games on Nintendo when us Xbox gamers get nothing back in return from it?
Well, you know what, Unlimited? It's a fresh start to 2024 of port begging, man. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like I said, at the end of the year podcast, I told you guys we're gonna be going into this again, fighting a good fight of Xbox. This game, Hi-Fi Rush, and I believe it's going to stay on the Xbox. It's going to be exclusive to the Xbox, man. I mean, they always got to find a way to critique Xbox and
Mm-hmm.
want the games that we have over here that are exclusive to come to these other systems. All right, we're not asking for your games to come over here and begging and port begging like you guys do all the time and writing petitions, for your games to come on the Xbox. We are absolutely fine with your games not coming over here. We're absolutely fine without God of War or The
Mm-hmm.
Last of Us or anything like that, or Mario Brothers or Zelda or anything like that, man. You know what I mean? If you want to play our games, you need to buy an Xbox, man, or you need to get a PC or use your mobile phone via gaming cloud gaming. You know what I mean? I do not believe this is coming out. I think he's doing that to just get attention, to get for shits and giggles and to get clicks, saying that Hi-Fi Rush is either going to come to the Nintendo Switch or PlayStation 4. You do not deserve, honestly, they do not deserve to have any of our games over there. They really don't deserve it at all, especially PlayStation. Yeah. You don't deserve to have the games over there. Just do what you do best. Go make a game that's a copycat game of Hi-Fi Rush and be happy, just like you always done. You know what I mean? So Unlimited, honestly, bro, to start out the new year, I knew something like this was going to happen, just didn't know what. I'm glad you're showing it on the screen. They do not deserve to have Hi-Fi Rush or any exclusive game coming that's over here to come over there. They really don't. They're not going to buy it Unlimited. They're not going to support it. They're not going to play it. The only thing they're going to do if this something was to come over there like that is make in front of Xbox guys and the Xbox community said, we got Hi-Fi Rush, now what? But they don't even play or support games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I don't think it's coming over there Unlimited. I think this is just, just something that he wanted to make up to try to get people's attention. And some of these Xbox guys, you guys really need to toughen up. You really do. You guys need to pull yourself up by your bootstrap. You guys need to toughen up, man. This game is not coming, I believe, to these other systems Unlimited.
Yeah, I'm with you there. You usually, guys, I don't waste time talking about rumors. However, for some reason, Sega, man, the Xbox community is believing these rumors as absolute fact, and I just don't know why. And then, so what I noticed is that either A, they're having that out, they're getting all pissy about it. Over a rumor that is not confirmed, or B, a lot of them are saying this nonsense. Oh, this game would be perfect on the Switch. Both takes by both sides I disagree with vehemently, right? Hey, what's up, Shizno Leak, Snooky Jackson,
what's up,
Mr. Kima, Coco Fiend, Batman the Darkest Night. Yeah, I see the chat, man. Y'all in already.
Yeah, man. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome, guys. But back to the topic, it's funny because on January 1st of this year, man, we get this wonderful article. Here's why Xbox should ditch exclusives, Sega man. And yeah. I guess we're going to do. I guess this is the bullshit we're going to deal with all year, right? Where we're going to be told all year why it's bad Xbox has games. That's what I think we're going to deal with, man. P. Rowe Dusha said Hi-Fi Rush could be big in Japan where Xbox isn't. That's irrelevant. Man. Listen, by your logic, that every PlayStation game should be on Nintendo and Xbox. Every Nintendo game should be on Xbox and PlayStation because that maximizes profits. But for some reason, this standard only applies to Xbox games, which is nonsense. And by the way, plenty of Xbox games, including Hi-Fi Rush, has had success. Let's see here.
Unlimited. By what he's saying, bro, you need to reevaluate yourself, brother. That's not true because the Xbox Series X was very popular over there in Japan, and it actually beat out the PlayStation.
Yeah, beat up PlayStation and sales for a few weeks.
Right. So, I mean, don't put something up like that, bro.
Yeah, and Aaron Greenberg said Hi-Fi Rush was a breakout hit. So this and Mr. Kima, the rumor was started on Reset Era. Yeah, man. By the way, Kima, let me be clear, guys. Your boy Limit Production does not believe this rumor for a second. The only reason why I'm addressing this today, guys, is because the Xbox community as a whole does believe this, and I'm here to calm everybody down, tell y'all to chill out, tell y'all it's gonna be fine. Not going to the Switch and none of that stuff. And by the way, guys, stop believing. Have y'all not learned? And I'm talking to the Xbox community here, not y'all specifically. Why does the Xbox community not learn to stop jumping the gun on these stuff? Listen, if these guys were so trustworthy, why didn't they predict Hi-Fi Rush last year where the game was shadow dropped on us?
Yeah.
If these guys are so trustworthy, why didn't they say, hey, Microsoft bought Bethesda before Xbox and Microsoft announced it? if these guys are so trustworthy, why didn't they announce that Xbox bought Activision? Somehow, I'm supposed to be convinced that these insiders know Hi-Fi Rush is going to the Switch, but at the same time, they never predict anything else. Come on, guys. All I ask from you guys is to use a little bit of critical thinking. Tuckmaster, man, what's up?
Not much, man. Hey, man, listen, man. Critical thinking, they don't do that shit no more. Everybody knows. I mean, I'm like, what did Phil Spencer say earlier? I mean, I'm like, come on, y'all. I mean, they just being ignorant, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand. I mean, they're just being. I just don't understand it, man. I mean, I'm being serious. I mean, one thing I don't understand is that the Phil Spencer just came out a couple weeks ago saying that we're not going to be a third-party publisher. So if you think about it, would this be the same thing if this is true? I mean, I'm just saying people use common sense. Don't go about these YouTubers or these damn YouTubers and all that bull crap. Just think.
I mean, Tuck, it's crazy to me that they just. It's weird, and specifically the Xbox community, because when it comes to the PlayStation fanboys, Nintendo fanboys, I expect the nonsense. So it's whatever when they believe this nonsense, because they believe anything. But when the Xbox community does it, I'm here shaking my head like, guys, what? Where are you getting, like, who? At what point? I mean, how many times, Tuck and Sega Man, do these leakers, quote unquote leakers and insiders, need to be incorrect before the Xbox community just see them the way I see them, as bullshitters and grifters?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. I mean, a lot of things don't make no sense, but I mean, like you said, for the community, for the Xbox community to be going through all this crap and they still believe it, they're crazy. They're crazy,
They got insecurities, Unlimited.
Yeah, man.
Well, I mean, they're very insecure. We're not
No.
insecure, but they're always insecure. Every time somebody brings something up like that, some of these so-called Xbox, they have insecurities, bro.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, 100? Sorry to cut you off, Sega Man, but 100 said the Xbox community is soft. From one of the leaders of the Xbox community, I call them soft. Yeah, same here, man. Same here, 100. Because the Xbox, I don't understand. Xbox has given you guys the most powerful console, the most affordable console, great games like Hi-Fi Rush and Redfall and Forza and Halo Infinite and Starfield, and yet you guys still sit on X-Cells when it comes to this and bitch and moan. Hey, Zink, I sent you the link if you want to join. Okay, okay, no. Take care of your family, man. Take care of your family. I understand, but yeah, back to my point here. Xbox have given all this stuff, man. They rebuilt the brand from the ground up since the 2013 launch, and these motherfuckers here are still insecure about Xbox, thinking it can't compete with the Switch and PlayStation, when everything always proves that they're fine. And again, it just baffles me that of all the communities to not stand, the immediate reaction to 99% of the Xbox fans should have been as simple as, man, what is this nonsense, and moved on with their day. But instead, what they do, y'all, is they fall for it, and then they say stuff like, man, Xbox should just go third party and kill the console together, based off a rumor. But second, man, let me pass the mic to you, man.
Unlimited. These people, man, they're in the twilight zone. It's the other way around. The PlayStation and the Switch cannot keep up with Xbox. It's the other way around, man. It's the other way around. It's not us. It's them that can't keep up. They can't keep up. Ultimate Game Pass, and we're going to keep bringing this up. Ultimate Game Pass in 2024 is going to destroy anything that PlayStation brings out. And to be honest with you, Nintendo, I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to be toxic or anything about it, but it's them that need to catch up. It's not Xbox, man. It's not Xbox at all. It really isn't. We have nothing to worry about when it comes to Xbox, man. These, like I said, these dudes out here unlimited, these so-called Xbox dudes, is they're insecure, man. You know what I mean? They're very insecure. You know what I mean? I don't you, our crew, we don't really listen to nobody. You know what I'm saying? We know truth and facts, and we bleed green. We're all about Xbox. You know what I mean? So I mean, we're gonna know, bro. You know what I mean? So it's the other way around. It's not that Xbox needs to go away, and here's another thing. They say that Xbox wants to get rid of they should get rid of exclusives. Well, PlayStation should get rid of their exclusives. Nintendo should get rid of their exclusives too. If you want Xbox not to have exclusives, or they shouldn't, or ditch exclusives, why don't PlayStation and Nintendo follow suit like they always do? And maybe they should ditch exclusives. How about that? Why don't they ditch their exclusives and not have no exclusives anymore? You know what I mean?
Good, sir.
The sick man, that's the weirdest damn thing. They would never ever talk about that. They don't never ever talk about Sony or even Nintendo stop doing exclusives. I'm like, why do you want Microsoft to make exclusives, which don't make no damn sense? I mean, I'm just saying, people need to take a chill pill and chill the fuck out. The media, don't listen to the damn media. Xbox need to do just what they're doing right now. Got to make their exclusives. Got to make their exclusive game for their console and the PC and the streaming services. And don't. And I mean, you know that Microsoft is not worried about Sony or even Nintendo. Mm-hmm. They're not worried about them. They like you said, they got to catch up with Microsoft. Microsoft is the one that's killing with the subscription services. Microsoft is the one that's killing with the PCs. Microsoft is the one that's killing with the Ultimate Game Pass. Like I tell people, you can't beat it if you don't own an Xbox. You can play it on your damn PC. You can play it on your phone. You can play it on your tablet. Damn. But how many times you got to keep on telling people this, man? This don't make no damn sense. I mean, people just need to I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I know that all of us are enjoying gaming. I mean, I'm enjoying the hell out of gaming this past year. As far as I'm concerned, these people need to turn around and just get an enema and take a flashback and take a kickback, get some damn liquor in their system, and just don't even think about what Microsoft is doing. Because Microsoft is doing everything for gaming. They're not doing everything for gaming. And how many times we got to tell people they are the ones that are saving gaming. PlayStation do not give a damn. Because if they would have had it their way, it would have been the same as it was before the Game Pass came out. And y'all know it. And everybody knows it, because think about it, it's the only reason why they came out with a Game Pass. Because of who? Because of Microsoft. It wasn't because of Microsoft doing this Game Pass thing. Hey, a lot of studios right now would have been shutting down. A lot of studios would have been shutting down, and people know it. And hey, and that's all it is too, because these games are $2 high, and everybody's not gonna buy $70 games. I'm not gonna do it. If there's certain games that I want to try, I will try. But if there's certain games I want to buy, I will buy. I mean, people just need to just take a chill pill and just chill out in reality, and that's it. But I mean, that's craziness. I mean, I just don't understand you guys. I really don't. I mean, like Sega Man always says, we eating good on our end. What are they eating? They eating $70 games.
They're eating remakes.
Yep.
And remakes. And they're gonna keep on having these remakes too. That don't make no sense, but that's them. So that's craziness.
Yeah. Hey, Dan, what's up?
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, Dan. Thank you for joining us on the first Unlimited Truth of the new year.
All right.
Yeah.
Hi, Sega Man. Hi, Tuck.
Hi, Happy New Year.
Yeah, so
Happy New Year to you too.
Yeah, so let me get you caught up, Dan, and then I'll get your thoughts in a second here.
Okay.
So as you see on screen, Hi-Fi Rush is coming to Nintendo Switch's claim. This is a lie. So here's the truth, Dea.
Okay.
Some dude on one of these gaming podcasts said A highly critically acclaimed Xbox first party titles coming to either PlayStation or Nintendo this year, based off nothing, by the way. And then what happened is that some game, so Reset Era, which is a known, it's a video game firm that hates Xbox, right? Basically, they're saying that its Hi-Fi Rush has come to the Switch again, based off nothing. And so what ended up happening, Daya, is that the Xbox community, for some reason, is believing this without question, using no context clues, using no critical thinking, and it's like they forgot everything we learned last year during the FTC trial. Excuse me, there from the FTC trial, Daya, where Phil Spencer was saying stuff like this, and Phil, remember, this is what Phil said under oath.
This is his exact comment from the time when he was in the trial.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's what Phil said about when PlayStation releases games on, say, other platforms like PlayStation, for example.
Okay.
PlayStation uses the money they make off Xbox games on PS5 to pay for other games to block on the Xbox platform. You know, he stated that PlayStation uses the 30% split from the games that are from the Xbox games, for example, like Minecraft or Elder Scrolls Online. For those who are wondering what Xbox games are on PlayStation. Okay. And so pretty much.
They were using the games to actually hurt the company that was giving them the games?
Yes. And so for some reason, people are completely ignoring what Phil said months ago and are saying that this is a great move here for Xbox to put their games on other platforms. So my question to you is, Daya, do you believe these rumors? And two, how is Xbox supposed to exactly build a brand if people keep thinking their games are going everywhere?
Okay, first off, I think this is what makes it dumb for Xbox people to believe that. Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you, here's a scenario that I would not tolerate. If Xbox was giving Nintendo Switch Hi-Fi Rush, I'd draw the line there, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because that would indicate to me that the few people who are investing in the ecosystem, putting money into the ecosystem every month, not including buying games, buying controllers, buying hardware, whatever you're getting, even if it's stuff for fun, like getting a wrap for your Xbox, you're putting money into the ecosystem. What that would tell me is that they want us to subsidize these people who are unwilling to come into the Game Pass ecosystem or Xbox ecosystem, however you do it, whether you're getting a console, whether you're on PC and you're paying for PC Game Pass, however you're doing it, these are the people who are putting the money in the pockets of the Xbox developers because they get paid through Game Pass. They make this was a low estimate that if you was to take the normal Game Pass without Ultimate, they make about 300 million a month. Mm-hmm. And that's not if you took the numbers of Game Pass Ultimate. Okay. So it's clear that we're the ones that's paying the developers to make all these games. How else are they getting it? Because if you got it on there, it's not, the sales are good, but the sales aren't to the point that they would be that you can just bypass Game Pass. They need Game Pass, right? So we're subsidizing that. So I would draw the line there. This is what the Xbox community will have to consider, because that's the message that Xbox will be giving you, and you shouldn't tolerate that, right? So no, they're not going to put a critically acclaimed game on another platform without, at the very minimum, receiving something in return. What is Microsoft supposed to be getting in return for that? They don't owe Nintendo anything.
Yeah, and sorry to cut you off there, but I'm glad you said that, what they get in return. Because for some reason, and again, this is what the Xbox community was telling me earlier when I was debating with them. Apparently, as Xbox gamer there, we're just supposed to be happy that Microsoft makes money for putting their games on Switch, but we don't get none in return. And I keep trying to tell people, no, guys, Phil Spencer knows that Xbox, for example, is always told they had no games. Now they're being told they have no good games. So you tell me the one game that released last year, their least controversial game at least last year, they're going to put on the Switch. Again, Use your critical thinking. Continue.
Right. So, yes, exactly. And I mean, I think you nailed it with that statement because Microsoft would be dumb. I mean, they would be to the point of retarded to give their enemy their best games so they can then turn that profit that they get off of those games to help shut them down. It makes no sense. But that's just, I'm trying to leave that out because I wasn't aware of that until just recently, okay? But what I want to say is that it makes no sense because if I was Phil, unless I was getting something worth my time that would benefit me, my company, my ecosystem, and my customer base, I wouldn't give Nintendo jack. Unless Game Pass is sitting on that Switch 2 or something like that, I wouldn't give them anything. They're not giving me anything in return. You know, that you can't put something one way all the time and not get anything in return. And by the way, I will say this. Nintendo gamers have been salivating for Hi-Fi Rush ever since it was announced on that show. I can tell. I that's the kind of game that draws them in. So the way that statement was phrased, it sounds like somebody who's a Nintendo dude that that wants that game, but they're unwilling for whatever reason to even pick up a small Series S, which is right now as it stands more powerful than the Switch, that they could benefit from, and then put money into the ecosystem of Xbox that made the game. Like, I know if I decide to get a game from Nintendo or PlayStation, they deserve the money if I'm willing to pay for it and get their game. They should get, it should be an exchange there. What gets me upset is that PlayStation and some Nintendo people, not all, but you know, this is for the ones that act like that, act like they don't need to give Xbox anything for their labor. That their developers don't deserve to be paid for what they made. You know, this is what gets me upset. So I would say this: there's not a single Xbox person that should be willing to see for those two reasons that I laid out, see any first party game go over to somebody else's platform without Game Pass. If Xbox started doing that, you would see me walk away. I'm not that faithful to any company. I'm not putting money into your ecosystem so that you can take some refugees to get these games. No, I don't care. As long as somebody is investing in Xbox, whether it's the software, some people just buy, like on PC, they just buy the games. Then they're paying into the ecosystem. I'm fine with these people. They're buying Xbox games. If you're a person who are on Game Pass, if you are buying the hardware, however you're doing it, if you're playing King games on mobile, you're funding the developers and the ecosystem so they can continue to make games. I have no problem with these type of people. But for the ones that are begging for Xbox games, don't want to put a cent into the ecosystem, you don't deserve anything. I don't want to hear you whining about these games. You don't deserve anything. You sit on that side and you watch us play it if you want to see it.
Why is it that they always got to have Xbox games if Xbox games are fucking corny?
Yeah.
What's the problem with buying an Xbox? I don't understand that.
He bought. How about this? How is it that Xbox simultaneously has no games yet Hi-Fi Rush is perfect to the Switch?
Right.
Both can exist at the same time.
Right.
Listen, just because the game is cel shaded and has an anime look doesn't mean it belongs on the Switch.
Yes,
because they're trying to associate it that way. They're associating, if it looks anime or if it looks cartoony, it belongs on the Switch. No, the fuck it don't. It belongs where it was created. And the point is, if you want to fucking play it, the whole narrative from 2013 to now, or for all these years, been Xbox doesn't have exclusives that are deep, new ideas that I like or that I want to try that are interesting. Ever since Scalebound, they started this bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Because when Scalebound was being made, it was the same bullshit. Oh, Scalebound should be a game that should be on Nintendo or should be on PlayStation, not just Xbox. Like, what?
Hey,
Yeah,
let me add to this. Okay, let me add to this. Don't forget, a couple of years ago, Phil Spencer tried. He tried to put games on Nintendo. He tried to put games on the PlayStation. I mean, and he's actually on there trying to put, and they told him no. So he said, "The hell with it."
Who?
Xbox. I mean Microsoft. A couple years ago, remember that?
Okay, but that's because they were trying to propaganda, out, the idea of putting Game Pass other places. Supposedly, it was part of their restructuring, right?
Right.
But Xbox restructuring, Tuck, doesn't need nobody anymore. You get what I'm saying? They don't need Game Pass on Nintendo. They don't need Game Pass on PlayStation to survive. They're making more money than both of those companies put together. Period. The narrative bullshit, Tuck, gotta stop.
I'm not talking about the Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
A couple years ago, they went on there try to talk, putting other games on other systems, but they told them no. I mean, I think they even tried to put a game in Nintendo. I mean, I think Nintendo gave them some kind of trashy ass game.
No, Nintendo hasn't given us anything. Period. They haven't given us jack shit. They let them have Banjo. They let them have Ashen. They let them have fucking Cuphead. They let them have fucking Ori. They haven't given us jack shit.
That's what I'm saying.
They also did Minecraft for like the
Minecraft Legends. Listen,
that little fighting game they
listen. I understand that from a business standpoint, and it makes Microsoft money. But Microsoft is not. So why is Microsoft one spending the money? Then they're looked at as, they're the worst thing in gaming, but yet they're the ones that are making every other platform a better platform.
Yep,
exactly.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Yep.
That don't make no fucking sense. The whole point, look, everybody out here talking that stuff, Chuck. Let me finish the thought before I forget, because my diabetes is horrible. The whole point is, everybody out here is talking all this shit that Microsoft's so anti-fucking gaming, that they're the worst thing since gaming's ever had, but yet all they do is make gaming better for everybody. And now they got to support and piggyback everybody else to make them feel better. Like, Microsoft should stop making exclusives. That's the fucking article we talked about or saw the other day. Like, what? Like, fuck you. Listen, if Nintendo wants fucking Hi-Fi Rush, if Nintendo wants Minecraft or whatever other future projects comes out, all right, Nintendo. All right, Nintendo. Give us fucking Bayonetta 2 and 3. Because it didn't sell on your console anyway. It sold like shit. Yep. So let Platinum Games produce with Sega and you and bring it over to Xbox. It's that simple.
There you go. We get some in return. It doesn't go one way.
It's the same thing like with fucking the bullshit that they're talking about. Insomniac should get the rights to Sunset Overdrive, all of it. So it's their game. Okay, then fuck you. Then give Ninja Theory the Heavenly Sword back. Give them back Heavenly Sword so they can make a new one for Xbox. Since they're the Hellblade team now.
Excellent point.
Well,
like, what the fuck? Enough with the bullshit. And then you got Xbox dudes or so-called Xbots or whatever the fuck they're called, the fake Xbox dudes out here saying, it's good for business. No, shut the fuck up. You just want them to keep on piggybacking and making everybody else better because you don't really give a fuck about Xbox. Get the fuck off the platform. You motherfuckers are not real Xbox fans. You're all fucking fake because you want Nintendo and Sony never to go away when they're the ones doing bad business decisions. They're the ones doing stupid shit. They're the ones being greedy. They're the ones being archaic. They're the ones being only about themselves. But yet you want Microsoft to save them like they saved Apple and everybody fucking else in this fucking industry. Get the fuck out of my face. Y'all know Xbox is the best place. You know Xbox has the best exclusive. You know Xbox got the best future. And y'all motherfuckers are too fucking gay, and I said it gay to admit it. That's it.
Great points that you made there, Hubot. And that's why I'm doing this podcast because listen, guys, like I said, and by the way, let me remind everybody. These are rumors. Nothing here has been officiated.
Absolutely.
Nobody at Xbox said a word. And by the way, it's not true. I'm letting you spoiler alert, it's not true. But
absolutely.
The reason why I'm addressing these rumors because the Xbox community as a whole, guys, we're taking it seriously. But by the way, I'm not going to just use my words. Let's see what Phil Spencer has to say.
All right.
I don't really love this idea that for every one of our games there becomes this little rumor on is it going to end up on the Switch or not. And I feel like we should set a better expectation with our fans than that.
We're not a third-party publisher. Yeah. Right. We do something different with our content like Starfield, but not all the content. Obviously, Minecraft ships on other platforms, and we enjoy doing that as well.
conversations
or not, and I feel like we should set a better expectation with our fans than that.
They're not a third-party publisher.
Yeah, what was that again, Phil?
Yeah, right. We do some third-party publisher. We're not a third-party publisher, right? We do.
Yeah, what was that he just said, guys?
You're not a third-party publisher.
How many times does he have to say that shit?
I know.
Listen, it's like Second Man. I swear, it's like Phil's got to start every interview saying we're not a first-party publisher. We're not putting our games everywhere because that seems to be the only way. Hell, even that don't shut people up because let's not forget. Even after they said Starfield was exclusive, what happened? Up until the game released, they were saying when is Starfield coming to PlayStation.
Yep.
So honestly, this is why I saw a lot of people say, but this is Xbox fault. But the thing is, Xbox literally clarifies stuff all the time, and y'all just ignore it. Y'all flat out ignore it. So at this point,
they keep on pushing a narrative to see if it goes through.
Yeah.
May I add something to this? Unlimited.
Yeah, hold on. Daya go first, and Tuck follow Daya.
Okay, I want to say that Xbox. Oh, wait a minute, I'm hearing myself. What the heck? Hello? I'm hearing echoes. I'm sorry.
Hold on. That's probably from my PC.
Just turn off the video and the echo stop. I think.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems to happen a lot on the video.
There you go.
Hello. Okay.
Are you good? Is it
Okay.
good?
Yeah, I'm not hearing myself.
No, it's still a little echoey. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. Go ahead, Dan.
Okay. What I wanted to say is I think that this started back when Tomb Raider was exclusive, and then Xbox was sort of pressured into like divulging how much time, and then ultimately it went everywhere. That seemed to be.
But it wasn't even Microsoft who released that information, though. There, you know that, right?
Yeah, I know that, but
it was fucking Square. Square was the one because they kept pushing it. And since that happened, you're 100% right. Since that happened, they keep doing this shit.
Right. They think that if they pile on enough pressure, enough, nagging, enough pushing, that they'll get what they want because it happened back then. And I think that they feel like there's a breaking point to Xbox. But here's the thing. PlayStation tested that theory out and look at where it got them. They pushed Xbox to the point where they started buying up everything. I would tell the industry to stop pushing Xbox in this direction, trying to get their games, because you won't get anything if you keep this up. So I just want to say that because right now, they're still okay with certain games going in other places. And like I said,
when there's a contract that was already created before the acquisition, that it was an obligation. That it makes sense.
Listen, here's the thing. Ever since Deathloop
or a gas game, then those type of games might go everywhere. But that's not all titles. Go ahead.
Even then, the only games as a service games that are on PlayStation or Nintendo are the ones that, again, like Hebot said, already existed. Minecraft already existed before they bought Mojang.
Look, the only game Unlimited.
Notice how with the Bethesda games, after Ghostwire Tokyo, not a single Bethesda game has been released on PlayStation.
Right, or announced.
Phil literally said it's exclusive, and again, they ignored it. This is the part that annoys me, Daya, is that for some reason the gaming world, I don't understand why facts don't matter to y'all. Can y'all explain to me why time after time facts that you guys could Google off your phones, and I know you're on your phones because y'all be on Twitter at 3 a.m. debating this stuff. Y'all can't go to Google, type in stuff that was been saying for years, and just be like, oh yeah, that's right, this is nonsense. But instead, they believe this stuff, and then we get this nonsense from Xbox guys.
Well, let me, if I may, Unlimited, to add to what you're saying real quick, right? To let Chuck go too.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Hebot, and then Tuck.
No, I want Tuck to talk, but I'm going to add in something to what you just said. I was talking with my boys yesterday, right? And the only game that would make sense, right, is if they brought over Psychonauts 2. And the reason why I say that is because Psychonauts 2 was originally a Kickstarter game.
That's right.
And what probably happened is that it was in contract to bring it to Nintendo, but since the Psychonauts 2, is a demanding game, For them to run it the best quality on Nintendo, it probably took longer. So that's probably why now it's finally finished and they're decided to bring it over. Because remember, Psychonauts 2 was still under contract before Microsoft acquired Double Fine, right?
Exactly.
So that's the only thing that would make sense. When I talked to my boys, they brought it up, and I said, "That you know what? That actually makes a lot of sense." And we were talking about it. But other than that, nothing else makes no sense. Because Aaron Greenberg came out very clear, and I have the poster, I can show it, where he said, no more games will be going from Xbox to PlayStation or Nintendo. It's over.
Can you send that to me? Because I could not find that anywhere. And
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. Let me send it to you now. You can put it up in the thing. I'll send it to you in Messenger.
Yeah, because I have where you said Hi-Fi Rush was a breakout hit.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
That's the thing everybody kept telling me.
If I cut out, Unlimited, if I cut out, right? Like if I get off, that's because I'm looking for it. And just let me back in. That's all.
Okay? Yeah. I got you.
Okay. Go ahead, Tuck.
I mean, that's one thing that don't make no damn sense out of all this crap, okay? Phil Spencer came out and said it himself. He came out and said himself that they ain't gonna be a third-party publisher. So you got these damn people from these damn YouTubers, fake ass YouTubers, out there talking this shit, and they don't even know what the hell they talking about. Phil Spencer came out and said himself. I'm like, what is the big deal? I mean, are y'all gonna believe a man that told you that they're not being a third-party distributor? They're not gonna be it. So hell with it. I mean, the PS people, they can kiss my ass. I don't give a damn. I believe what Phil says. Phil says this and Phil says that, and that's it. That's where it should be. Greenberg said the same damn thing too in so many ways. He said it in his own way that they tried. They tried with Nintendo. They tried with PlayStation. They try to share the ecosystem. I mean, as far as like distributing games with each other, and it didn't work. So Xbox said, so Greenberg said, "The hell with you. We're not gonna do it no more," and that's it. I mean, man, these people just, man, the Xbox community, dude, they're weak. They're weak as hell. I mean, I expect for Sony people to be saying this crap because that's, because they don't got no damn game. They don't have no good games coming out this damn year.
They do that stuff.
They talk about these little games, these little Mickey Mouse games that's supposed to be coming out, but are they gonna come out? The thing that we all know, they don't play their games. That's a known fact. All they do is play football, basketball, Call of Duty, blah blah blah, Fortnite, blah blah blah, and that's it. They do not support their games. And that's the reason why Proof Face Jim Ryan said straight up, it's nice that what y'all doing, that you buy these consoles, but y'all don't play your games. Now, the only thing I want to mention this, and after this, I'm wrapping this thing up for myself. And I'm gonna keep on listening. I'll be adding in. But let me ask you this. Now, all of a sudden, now my friend when I told me all of a sudden it's 60 million consoles they didn't sold. Okay?
Who?
This is my one friend, and I told him I called him
that number's been moving around like it's, I don't know. I don't trust any of the numbers. I don't trust any of them PlayStation numbers. The number just going. It's next week. It might be up to 150. Nobody trusts anything from PlayStation.
Tuck. You should just shut him off there. Like, all right, man, whatever. Because he just made it up.
You know what? I shut him up. I said I shut his ass up. I said, man, let me ask you this: if they sold over 50 million consoles, why they firing everybody? They letting people go. Why they firing everybody? If they got that many consoles sold, why the hell they firing everybody? They done fired everybody off the organization damn near. And they're not through yet. I guarantee you. Right now, the smoke is not being, right now the smoke is down. But I guarantee you right now, you're gonna hear some more about this crap, about them laying people off. Because they don't got no money. I'm gonna put it like this. They might as well not even bring out Wolverine, because Wolverine's being modded so many damn times by PC gamers. They might as well not even bring that game out.
They've been playing versions of that game. That game's hype done dropped a lot now. Yeah, the modders got it. They got the code and they've been playing it. So
right. So that's one thing they're going to have to drop. But you always have these kids guys say, "Oh, well, they need to come out with the game." I said, "No, that game is going to be dropped."
No, it won't.
The game is supposed to come out this year.
No, it's supposed to come out 2026.
Damn.
Hey, am I on the show?
Oh, hey, Zink.
Oh, hey, Zink.
Hey, you know what? I'm just stopping by.
Yo, hold on, Tuck. Zink doing his drive-by.
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, I'm actually I'm sneaking because I need to hurry up and make these reservations, dropping my daughter off at school. But Sony is garbage, unlimited, you're correct. I'm tired of these jokers believing everything they hear is trash.
Yeah.
Dear, what's up? What's up, team? What's up, chat? I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, take care.
All right, take care, Zink, man. Happy New Year, my
They
brother.
just believe everything that these YouTubers are saying. I'm saying like, oh my God. And the man actually said himself, it came out of his mouth. And they still don't believe it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it, Sega. And I sure don't understand it at all, lady of chat. I don't understand it. I mean,
right.
Yeah, and man, and this is what get me are these responses. Hi-Fi Rush is a perfect Xbox game for the Switch. Switch gamers will absolutely love it, and a lot of Xbox people have this view too. And this I also disagree with, man. If it's true, then Hi-Fi Rush is a perfect game for Switch. Why is it a perfect game
why
for
can't
Switch?
it be a perfect game for Xbox? I'm sick of that. Let the Switch have their Marios and all that stuff. Why can't Xbox have its own ecosystem, its own games? I guess Hellblade's the perfect PlayStation game too. We ought to send that over there as well.
Yeah,
you got it right.
And so here's the and then like Hebot, me and Hebot always talk about this all the time. Yeah, Nintendo buy their Mario's, Pokemons, and Zeldas, but they don't buy Astral Chain. They didn't buy Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. They didn't buy Bayonetta. So stop telling me that these Nintendo classic IPs are going to do so much better on the Switch, and they got this massive audience. Guys, Hi-Fi Rush is not going to Nintendo. Listen, I know it came out that Phil would love to buy Nintendo, but they don't own Nintendo as of now, so the game ain't fucking going there. Stop it, guys. Stop believing in this is the hill I'm dying on. Stop believing every single thing you're told. All I'm asking for the game community, Sega Man, is simple. Use critical thinking. That's it. That's it. When you see articles like this, just see what everybody did, Sega Man. They read this headline and nothing else. Nothing else. And so they didn't peek that some YouTuber literally just made this up, right? That's it. That is what this rumor came from. But what they saw is Hi-Fi Rush come to Nintendo Switch's claim and think it means it's claimed Xbox said it. Isn't the second man? What world are we living in, man?
I tell you what, man. We're living in the world of reality. I don't know about them. Them dudes in
unlimited. Look at your message.
They're in the twilight zones, bro.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, man.
That don't make no sense to me. Is that Nintendo don't even play their third party games. Their third party games is not selling good on the Switch. There is not. Only their first party games do good on their damn system. Because you think about it, they can't even get the third party games to run right on the Switch at all. I mean, the only game they got going for themselves is the exclusives, and that's it.
Yep.
Bottom line, because everybody knows, even when the regular Nintendo, back in the day when I worked at GameStop, the only thing that sold on that system was their exclusive games. That never did sell good on that system. Never did. I mean, all the third-party games never did because there wasn't enough power.
Yeah.
People just say, "Oh, well, they number one." It's okay.
Hey, hold on 1 second. Adidas 2020 with the $20 super chat. Thank you, my friend. He
Hi,
said,
Adidas.
Uncle Phil
Hey, Adidas.
putting Xbox exclusives where Game Pass exists. Quit paying attention to Pony Media and the Ponies. What this is, they want Xbox games.
Yes.
Xbox dropped the games in 2024. The Ponies Twitter feed will fill up. Yeah. Listen.
Excellent.
Thank you, Adidas. Because listen, we know one company is releasing games this year, and it ain't PlayStation, it ain't Nintendo, it's Xbox. But and that's why they're port begging. That's why my thing is, guys, and I think this is going to be the narrative for this year. And bullshit narrative we're going to deal with in 2020 all year is this. It's just this. And by the way, they deal with the bad faith argument but this is going to reach so many more gamers, as if Xbox doesn't already make great money. Again, guys, you're never going to convince me that the company that bought Bethesda and Activision are the ones who need money. You realize you're not convinced. You're never going to convince me of that, right? But Dea, sounded like you're trying to say something.
Oh, yeah. I guess I just first off I want to state something that Google Poll said, and I think is brilliant. He says, let me see. Let me switch it. Hold on for a second. Let me give you the. Is at 620, 620, and he says Game Pass needs Xbox to succeed. They can't do it without it. Microsoft knows this. Okay, now the same thing that keeps people at Nintendo. I'm holding off on reading the rest of it for a minute. The same thing that keeps people loyal to Nintendo and PlayStation, Xbox needs the same thing. You can't have casuals blowing through here because they're not loyal to anything. All right. And then he goes on to say, oh, hold on. It's brand loyalty they have to build up. They lost a lot of that in the Xbox One era. Whether we like it or not, that's just a fact. A lot of people bailed on them. People used to make content bailed on them. So they have to rebuild that back up. And it makes no sense to send people back to the very place you need to pull them from. At the end of the day, regardless of what Phil says, he wants people to be on their ecosystem. He doesn't want them to be on PlayStation or Nintendo. Okay?
Regardless of what Phil says, what as he says, because as we saw earlier, he's the one out here saying we're not third party, we're setting better expectations. Yes. And hell, as Hebot just reminded me, and I could put on screen finally, they said a while ago no plans to release more Xbox games on Switch or PlayStation. So again, Dea, why is it that I can constantly bring up contradictory evidence to what we're being told?
I think this is how they're going to react now that the flood is coming. Remember that whole tidal wave analogy I gave you guys? Well, 2024 is where it hits. This is the year. Okay, this is what we've been waiting on. And all they're seeing is that the best graphical game ever created now sits on the Xbox. They got PlayStation studios that are now trying to achieve what Ninja Theory has done. Okay, and I'm sure Naughty Dog is paying attention too, because they like to pride themselves on their graphics. Well, look at what Hellblade has been able to accomplish. And maybe a rivalry might start up there, but you best believe that the PlayStation studios are looking at what Ninja Theory has accomplished. And then you got a game like Hi-Fi Rush that is innovative. It's not the same rehatched Mario or whatever, and not to say anything is bad about them games. I don't fault Nintendo for going to their first parties. I don't. That's what I want Xbox to do. Stick with your own stuff. Get the third parties here and there when you need to, like the Blades and all that. But make sure you're putting your money, your time, and your effort in your own IP because you own it. I want them to take that from Nintendo, if nothing else. But I'm sure Nintendo paid attention to that. A brand new IP, something innovative, something new, and came out and swept the whole industry. Everybody praises that game to the point that their own people want it.
And that's why Dea, that YouTuber, made up this rumor because he likes Hi-Fi Rush. He just don't want to play it on Xbox. It's that simple.
That's it.
And everybody's out here, everybody out here pretending to be business experts. Well, Xbox will reach a wider audience. Like, dude, you're not on the fucking board of directors. All right,
Exactly.
so stop out here sitting talking like you guys know what you're talking about. You don't. And then And then and then in a few weeks when we get the Xbox showcase and we get even more games announced and probably another shadow drop and more release dates, y'all gonna come back and sit here and say, man, when is Avowed coming to PS5? When is Grounded coming to Switch? Because I see what you guys saying. However, the difference is y'all not gonna fool people like me, Hebot, Daya, Sega Man, or Tuck.
I mean, they've been craving after Xbox games. Remember that Jim Ryan grounded, and I can understand why. That's a fantastic game.
They also people forget to take into accountability. That, I know talked about. I don't know where is it coming from. So
that echo is bad. Yeah.
People don't understand that games like Minecraft Legend, right? Mm-hmm. Games like Ori, Ashen, Cuphead, right?
Yeah.
They were all from studios that Microsoft did not own.
Yes.
Microsoft helped them. They made Microsoft a promise of keeping it lifetime exclusive. Then they turned around, make Microsoft look like liars. They had to reiterate their words because they were like, can we please put Cuphead on PlayStation and Nintendo? Can we please put Ori on Nintendo? It's a game that should be there, right? And what happened? They cut ties. That's why they didn't publish the next game for the goddamn Moon Studios, which was supposed to be Ori 3. Now they're doing another game with another publisher because Microsoft said we're not funding it no more. Because why is it that we funded you both the games, you promised that it could be lifetime exclusive, just like Cuphead, and Ashen, and then you go and say, oh, I want to put it on the other platform, right? That's not how deals work.
And I think that's what Phil is sick of. What you're saying.
Deals are made where if the game does well, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Gaming is a risk, period. You don't see the gunk, for example, on any of the platforms. That's a game that probably worked well on the Switch.
Listen, we're from now on, the new rule on the limited truth. No more X game should be on the Switch. You're banned.
Well, I know, but I'm saying, I'm talking about because of the aesthetics, right? That people can say, oh, it could be nice on the Switch. It's not on the Switch because they made a deal and it stayed on Xbox. The only, like Crossfire X, nobody tried it out. The game sucks. This is that, which was actually a decent game because I had gameplay of it in my channel. And beat the game. And what happened? Because nobody supported it enough, the fucking game had to be turned off, and then they did a fucking multiplayer version on the PS5. Like, bro, the whole narrative was, I would buy Xbox if they had more exclusives and more IPs other than Forza, Halo, and Gears, right? This has been the narrative since 2013. Yeah. We don't have insomnia. We're not fucking goddamn. We don't have amnesia either. That's what the narrative's been since 2013. We're talking about over 11 years now. Mm-hmm. Microsoft has fulfilled every single one of those spots where they're now to the point where they're saying they don't even know they have enough spots to fulfill to show off all the games being developed. And now it's Microsoft shouldn't keep games exclusive. They should share them out. Fuck you.
At the end of the day, they don't want to play on the Xbox. They don't want to be on the ecosystem. They want Xbox dead. That's what it all sums up to.
Where do you see Nintendo fucking fans saying, you know what? Mario, Metroid, Splatoon, Kid Icarus, Kirby, Pokemon, Zelda, they should all be on other consoles because they're amazing games.
Never.
You don't see that, right?
Yeah.
Why?
Hey, hold on 1 second, guys. Adidas is 20 with the super chat. Thank you again. He said Microsoft was $1 trillion before Xbox exists. Sony exclusive cost $300 million to make. Xbox makes $300 million a month off Game Pass.
Exactly.
Call it COD, cash on demand. Copy Microsoft gets 70%. And Pony's talking sales. Yeah, man. Yeah, Adidas again.
Adidas is smart.
Yeah. Look, guys. We already know the numbers, right? We know that Microsoft is more profitable. Now it's going to make more revenue altogether with after Activision.
Yep.
And they're sitting high. So what we're seeing though is that now that all of a sudden Microsoft's continue to do great. Now all of a sudden now all of a sudden guys, we get Xbox addiction exclusives. Really?
Yeah.
Really? Listen, you don't get to tell Xbox fans for a decade that Xbox has no games. Xbox needs to do better. Xbox needs more than Halo, Gears, Forza. And then when they do that, you turn and say, "But y'all shouldn't have exclusive at all. Get out of here. Go fuck yourself."
Well, Unlimited. Look at the other narrative they're pulling. Now it's third-party exclusive matter.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
equate to a first party.
Yeah, guys. And here's the funny thing about the third-party exclusive matter. In 2022, it did. Again, I don't let them control the narrative. You're not going to sit here and tell me third party matters when the same standard I am holding you guys to the same standard you hold Xbox. Third party don't count. It's that simple. Because y'all told us High and Life with all them games in 2022.
When Tomb Raider was exclusive, Dead Rising 3, Rise, all those games like Timefall, which was from third party, right? Everything everybody said, oh yeah, they're not from first party studios though, so they don't really matter because they're not first party. They can go on any other platform. And now, because PlayStation's position is they have nothing but third party this year, nothing but third party. Their only first party is literally the remaster of a game that shouldn't even have a remaster because it came out literally 2 years or 3 years ago, right? Which is The Last of Us 2. They have no first party games. It's all third party, right? Now they're like, oh no, that's what matters. What matters is that they're exclusive to the platform. What? That's what we said since 2013. It didn't matter if it was first party or not. We had exclusives. Microsoft and Xbox have 14 exclusives, while PlayStation had 3. Do you see the disparity between 3 and 14? Are you fucking crazy? Are you retarded? And that is why I said that as long as it doesn't cater to their platform, there's always going to be a fake narrative because that's a fake narrative. You can't go saying, like Unlimited said a few seconds ago, that third party don't count, and now because it's in favor of your platform, now they count. Go suck a big fat fucking you know what. Get out of here with that shit. That's bullshit. That's not how that works.
Matt, I want to add
Go
to
ahead,
why I'm so upset at this because nobody ever thinks about the Xbox gamer. Like we're supposed to just sit here and tolerate not being able to have access to certain games and then giving away the games that we, like I said, whoever invests in the ecosystem. I'm not talking about just console gamers. Anybody who's buying games and paying into Game Pass, buying hardware, all of that stuff, all of that goes towards supporting Xbox so they can do what they do. And those people are the ones that Xbox ought to be working for, and that's who they work for. Okay? But the industry act like we're not supposed to have anything. That Xbox don't deserve to have their own exclusives.
Yeah.
That the minute they get it, they gotta hand it to somebody else. Or like this article, stop making them because it makes PlayStation look bad. I'm just sick of these stupid narratives because they don't know what to do. They want the games on one end. They want Xbox to stop. They don't know what to do. And Xbox is not just making any old kind of games. They're making excellent games. Let's just look at something as small as Pentiment, a single-A game, okay, made by a handful of people. That game was critically acclaimed. A single-A game, okay? Whether people here like it or not, that's what Pentiment did. So Microsoft is bringing quality, and they know that PlayStation can't uphold it. Even if they make the next $300 million Spider-Man, they can't keep up. Can they make the next Hellblade and do 2 or 3 at a time? I bet you if 3 studios walked up to Microsoft and said, we want to do that, they got the okay, they got the funding, they can go do it. That's something Sony can't do. And they know this. They know this behind the scenes. So these narratives and stuff is just, this is their way to try to combat, but this is not going to, when people see these games, when they actually are willing to get on the ecosystem and see how much better the ecosystem, it's not just the games. If you buy the console, it's all the features that come with the console. Look how you don't have to worry about if you have to upgrade your games. It's all kind of things that makes being on the Xbox platform wonderful.
Mhm,
That's what I
mhm,
don't
mhm.
want to lose. I don't want to lose that because these people are begging. And this is not
And
going to
we
be the
are.
only game. Hellblade, they're gonna beg for that.
Mhm.
They're already begging for Blade. They're gonna beg for Evolve. Just wait. You watch and wait. They're gonna beg for every single game.
Look, let's make it simple. Yo, Unlimited,
Yeah.
go and look up and type up sales for Ori and Cuphead on Nintendo and on PS4, and you're gonna see the numbers will come up.
Oh, they never. That
Oh,
numbers are so damn bad. It's
yeah.
pitiful,
Hey,
man.
couple things. First of all, they already released articles saying Hellblade 2
Oh,
deserves a
oh my
PlayStation. The
God.
word the
Dang,
word
Oh
you
yeah,
know
yeah,
what
yeah. I
drives me
remember that.
crazy
Mhm.
is the word deserves.
Oh
And they
my
say
God.
Mhm.
they use that word deserve when it comes to game like Hi-Fi Rush and Grounded on the Switch as well.
Wow.
Guys,
Wow.
guys, Xbox did not steal these games from y'all. They bought these companies and they're going to
Yep.
put the money that they spent on their own platform. Y'all, like y'all said they should for years. Now that they're doing it, you do not get to turn around and say, "Oh, but they should ditch exclusives and it's not good enough and it deserves a PlayStation release." So Dave, you're right. We've been seeing it for a while. 2024, I'm telling you guys, we're gonna see this bullshit all year.
All year. Yeah.
Let me get to
Oh
the
yeah.
super chat from Rain G. Rain G, thank you for the $5. He said, "Money is the reason why they hate Microsoft. They can't afford it mentality. Platinum Games, perfect example." Yeah, man.
Rangy.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there, Rain G. Look, like I said, Daya, Sega Man, Tuck, and Hebot, the gaming world is never going to convince me that the company that bought Bethesda and Activision and has something like 40 games in development for this generation alone
Yeah.
is the ones who's struggling. You're not going to. You know, you're not going to when Xbox continually say each quarter that they had a record profits and record revenue and stuff. You're not going to convince me that they're struggling so hard they need Nintendo's money or Sony's money. So so keep saying stuff like Hi-Fi Rush is coming to Nintendo over a made-up claim, or how where is it, or how Hellblade 2 deserves to be on PlayStation.
Yeah.
These are moot points, and they're not going to happen. I wish E-Rock was here because he would have put it as wishful thinking, as he would say.
Yes. Yeah.
But hey, Sega Man, you still there?
I'm here, brother.
All right, yeah, man. It's been a few minutes since I heard you, man. So what do you think about all this, Sega Man?
Hey, man.
About Xbox, should Xbox stick to exclusives, or do you think the gaming media is just losing their mind?
Oh man, the gaming media, like Hebot said too, is since 2013, they've been losing their mind, and I'm glad that you guys are on fire like this, man. Like when you put up that the Hellblade 2 deserves to be on PlayStation, I don't think so. I don't think so at all, man. I don't think so at all. When it came over to Xbox, it did a lot better. People bought and played Hellblade, even on Game Pass. So no, they do not deserve it. It's not coming over there. We own that studio. They need to get through their heads that we own these studios. We did not spend all this money and investment in these studios for it to go on other platforms. I don't know why they don't understand that, and to me they're in denial about that. I don't know why they don't understand that, man. You know what I mean? You're not going to get these games until you're going to beat out your last breath, Unlimited. You're not going to be able to play none of these games unless you buy a PC, an Xbox, or a phone. And I'm going to keep saying that. You're not getting these games. Like Hebot made a video a long time ago about Cuphead. Perfect, good video. Go back in the archive. Cuphead should have stayed on Xbox. In my opinion, too. I agree with Hebot. I don't think it should have went to other platforms. When it went to PlayStation, nobody didn't buy that shit. They didn't play Cuphead. All they did was clown about it being over there.
That's the point. It's a victory for them, Sega Man. It's a victory for them to get a game away from Xbox. That it's almost like a game to some of these people, you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they would. We got Cuphead. Now what? Now you don't have no exclusives. No exclusives. We got Cuphead. Then they never played it. They never played.
And you know, goddamn well, Sega Man, that's the only reason why they want it, so that they can say later on, y'all don't got exclusives. Microsoft needs everybody to keep giving it away. They're so fucking stupid. That's the only reason they're that fucking petty and that fucking ignorant.
Yeah, exactly. And I totally agree with Hebot when he when he made that video, man. I totally agree with him about that. They did not deserve that game. They didn't buy it. They didn't support it. Even when what's it called went over there. When Tomb Raider went over there, right? Hebot, they cried about that. They didn't support or play the game when it went over there.
Absolutely not. Go look at the numbers. That's why I told Unlimited. Go pull up the numbers. They're not going to come up because there wasn't enough numbers.
I can't find any reliable.
You won't find it, right? And why you can't find it? Because there were no numbers that were accumulated enough to make an article or make data out of it because they didn't sell.
Well, I mean, my biggest question is this, fellas. Let me ask you this, Ebot. Those exclusive games, those exclusive third-party games that's supposed to be coming to PlayStation, okay?
We're talking about Microsoft.
Are they lifetime exclusive, or are they just?
Well, like for example, Stellar Blade was originally called Project Eve, right? Mm-hmm. That was going to be a multi-plat. It's from a Korean developer, and he's doing it by himself. That's why Sony dropped those 6 gas games and the Knights of the Republic remake, because they were reinvesting the money. And what they did was they told the guy, okay, we're going to make it exclusive and we're going to help you fund the game so it could be completely exclusive to us. Like they keep the exclusivity. They don't own the IP, but they keep the exclusivity. That's why they did that. To make sure, because they knew it's a game that it is, out of all the games they showed, has a lot of interest in and looks like it has a potential to have something like, like Bayonetta or whatever on their side. So they wanted to lock it down. But they did that because they knew that they would have, not did that or funded it. It would have been like a time period or a timed exclusive, and it would have eventually came to Xbox a year or maybe 2 years later. And that's why they did that. They locked it down for that reason. But at the same token, they let go of Knights of the Republic, which I'm pretty sure Microsoft will pick it up because that's where that game came and stemmed from to begin with, on the OG. That's where it was braided, and on the PC. You understand? So again, that's what they did. Now, as far as Silent Hill 2 or Silent Hill Remake that they're doing, no. That's a timed exclusive. As far as the other game, Gray Blue Dragon or whatever, or Gray Blue, whatever, it's like a RPG. The one that originally was being made with Platinum Games, and then they fucking fired them too because Platinum Games wasn't doing their job. That game, Gray Blue something, that's supposed to be timed as well. But I don't know about the other one with the dude, with the guy. The Last Ronin is another one. That was paid, and you know how flaky. We all know how flaky Tecmo has been with Xbox all the time. So I doubt it'll come because they haven't brought over Neo 1 and 2, and Sony didn't even publish that game in Japan or anywhere else. They only published it in America so that it wouldn't come out in other platforms.
You see what I'm always a little wary when it comes to Japanese companies.
Yeah. They're fucking dumb. Like they see a company literally dying and they see that another company making money, they'll refuse to yo, we want to make money also. Like, let's just put it on all platforms. It's not going to hurt you because whoever's going to buy it on PlayStation is going to buy it on PlayStation regardless. You get what I'm saying? It's not going to matter if it goes to Xbox. They're going to buy it on PlayStation. They're not going to go buy an Xbox because it's on Xbox. They're not going to do that. If their ecosystem is PlayStation, they're going to buy it on PlayStation. So that's why I said it don't make no sense. But that's
Grand Blue. That's what Realist said that name of that game was.
Yeah, Grand Blue. Yes, thank you. Yeah, that. So again, that's the only thing I can say to you, Chuck, because I don't know I haven't heard anything else other than that. But as far as that goes, those are the ones that are exclusive. They don't own the IP, but they own the exclusivity. So, it's still bullshit because that's the other difference between Microsoft and them. When Microsoft makes an exclusive, they fund it, they'll buy the IP, and they'll half the time now own the developer, right? Sony don't own none of these developers. They don't fund none of the games, and they have not paid for the IP to own it. They have no ownership. but yet somehow it stays on that platform.
Well,
How
it
the fuck
stays
they
there
get
to
away with
die.
that is beyond me. Huh?
It stays there to die because unless it's a COD or a Madden or a FIFA or something like that, it's not going to last that long on that platform. It's just that way. And if
And
it's
it doesn't make
multiplayer,
and
it
it
goes
doesn't
over
make
there to die.
financial sense either. They like you said,
Right.
unless it's something like COD that's too big, that's been around
Right.
already for too many years
Right.
as a multi-plat, it makes no sense
Makes no sense.
financially. Why would you want to bring out a game like Kena? Kena was supposed to be a time exclusive, right? That was made by two black developers from Disney that left and went their own way, right? They put the game on Sony, right? And the promise was that it would be time then come to Xbox. But to this point, they haven't been able to bring it to Xbox, even though on Twitter they said a couple of times, yeah, we're still working on it. And I guarantee you the reason why they haven't been able to do it is because the game didn't sell. And since it didn't sell, they couldn't allocate the money to make a port for the Xbox. Because that's how it works. You have to make money from what you brought out. And once you make that money, you allocate and bring it out to other platforms. And to be honest, I'm not going to feel sorry for them because you made the stupid choice to put it on PlayStation first when PlayStation only sells consoles, not software. We already knew this, and this has been this way since the PS3.
Ebot, that's my point exactly right there.
Right, go ahead.
They're gonna bring these little third-party games, make it exclusive to Sony, and they're not gonna make any money. They're not.
Right.
Bottom line.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Realists.
I was going to address that. Yeah.
Realists, do we really want those games that are skipping Xbox? Yeah, I do. Other than List Wars, those games aren't generating real hype. That's irrelevant to me. I play all types of games, realist, so it doesn't matter to me personally if a game is big, small, AAA, AA, indie. If a game looks interesting, I'll give it a try. Hell, that's why, as much as I don't like these PlayStation 5 games, the Sony games that I've come out here and played is something like Gravity Rush. I thought it was very creative, very fun, and it was made by a studio Sony shut down because PlayStation fans didn't buy Gravity Rush.
Yes, sir.
And so yeah. So your boy Unlimited, if the game looks interesting and it skips Xbox, yes, I would prefer if it came to Xbox. One, that's my main platform. Yeah. Two, if the game looks good. Have you seen my videos? I buy every fucking thing, Grillis. So if the game looks good, I'm gonna buy it. You know, so 100%, man. But that's actually a really good question. Sega Man, let me get your thoughts. Do you care about any of these games skipping Xbox? And I'm gonna go through each channel member
again. Unlimited.
Oh, from Realist here said, do we really want those games that are skipping Xbox? So I'm asking you the same thing. Do you care or want any of these games that skip Xbox?
I don't know, man. That's like what games? Like
it'll be stuff like Keybot mentioned.
Like Kena, for example, it's a beautiful looking game. Yeah. With a lot of fucking potential, looks just like in the same vein of Recore or something like that. It's a game that looks appealing, and yes, I'd rather play it on an Xbox. That's what he's asking. Would you rather play it on an Xbox or no?
Yeah, or those beat 'em ups Hebot did the video.
Oh, the beat 'em ups, right? Exactly.
Well, yeah, that I mean, me and Hebot, we've talked about this Unlimited plenty of times, like the beat 'em ups and.
The Darius shoot 'em ups, exactly. That's what he's asking you.
They'll never come on a Xbox. So, you know, I would honestly, I would like them to come to my preferred console. But as a gamer, if I want to play those games, what do I have to do? I have to go out and I have to buy either a PlayStation 4. I already have a Switch. Or a PS4 or something like that, because like Ebot said, a lot of those old school Japanese developers will never ever, Xbox will never see the light of day of those games on their system. So if I want to play those OG classic Darius games, like he said, or beat 'em ups or different things like that, I have to go out and buy that console to play those games. You know what I mean? If I really want to play them, I'm not going to.
Look at the hypocrisy, right? Sega, right? And it correlates with the same subject. Sega talks about how much Microsoft, right, appreciates their catalog, right?
Yeah.
But yet Sega has given PlayStation, that has done nothing for them, more games that we can't play on Xbox.
Yeah.
Which ones? House of the Dead 4. It's
Yeah.
only on PS4, on PS3. It ain't on no other platform.
Nope.
Virtual Fighter, the 5, the one they made that was remade with new graphics, that's based off the one that was on 360, but they remade it with better graphics, new functionality, online play, shit like that, right?
Yeah.
It's not on Xbox. Fist of the North Star. It was published by Sega too. It's not on Xbox. How come Sony can keep games from Sega, even though Sony's not doing shit for them, but they get all the money from Xbox, putting them fucking Yakuza games on goddamn Game Pass, getting paid up front?
Yeah.
That's why I say Sega can suck my nuts, because I know they're lying. They're only fucking happy because they're getting paid up front by Microsoft. And that's why they're putting their games on Game Pass. And you see that they keep them there, right? Because they keep them there every month. They keep getting paid by motherfucking Xbox.
Yeah.
And now, with that money they made with Microsoft, they want to make all these brand new Sega games, right?
Yeah.
Which I haven't done my Sega video, but I will do it
Yeah, do
soon.
it, but I
Right?
wanna see it. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And now they want to make...
Put on your Scooby-Doo mystery detective gear on, man, and bust the mystery on where this money came from, where all of a sudden Sega can make all these wonderful games.
Now they want to make all these IPs that are back in the day IPs in better quality, higher quality. But who the fuck you think is funding that shit? It's Game Pass money that's funding that shit.
Yeah.
Because their games don't sell nowhere else. They don't got games on their service on other platforms. It ain't on fucking Nintendo, because even though they had a four game deal for Sonic games, they didn't fucking sell on PlayStation. I mean on Nintendo.
Yeah, they
okay. So get the fuck out of my face. As a matter of fact, Sonic Colors finally came to Xbox and PlayStation. I think it sold more there than it did on Nintendo, than it ever did on Nintendo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
which is hilarious, because all we've been told with Hi-Fi Rush is that it's the perfect Switch game. And yet, we keep me and you been on this one for the longest.
For real,
these games, these non-classic games, do not be something like that on Nintendo.
No, they don't. They just don't. That's why I said Unlimited. Look for the numbers for Ori and for fucking goddamn motherfucking Cuphead on Nintendo and PlayStation, right? And it's not gonna come up because they didn't sell. When games sell, they have the data. Oh yeah, it sold 1 million copies on Nintendo. It doesn't pop up because they didn't sell. So and that's why Studio MDHR struggled so much with making that DLC that took them almost 7 years after the game came out, because they couldn't get money to fund it. Because Microsoft said, once they said, all right, let's put it here. Okay, no problem. You can put it there, but we're not funding none of your other projects. You're gonna have to figure that out on your own. And it's fair play. Because Microsoft does it with it. It's like when they did it with Respawn Studios. They funded the entire project for Titanfall. And then at the time, since they weren't acquiring studios, EA went behind their back real quick when the game had success. And like, yo, can we buy you? And fucking that dude from Respawn said, oh, hell yeah, no problem, right away. After it was Microsoft that gave him a chance with Titanfall, because they pitched that game to PlayStation, and you can go look it up. It's all public record. And they pitched it to, I believe, was Nintendo as well. And they both said no. Okay? Just like in Sunset, with Insomnia did with Sunset. They pitched it to Sony and said, no. First of all, we want it to be photorealistic and we want to own it. And they didn't want to do that. They wanted to do something different and creative. And it's also a public record. You go look it up, you'll find it. And Ted Price said that's why we chose Microsoft. And Microsoft completely funded not only the game, the graphic engine that is now being used for Wolverine, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2, all those engines that you see those games running on is on the Sunset Overdrive engine, which completely proved that narrative when they were talking shit about, oh, the reason why Sunset Overdrive looks like this because the Xbox got new power. It's got new power. No, bitch. It was a creative decision, you stupid fucks. Sunset Overdrive could have looked just as photorealistic as Spider-Man if they wanted to. It's called a creative decision, you dummies.
Yeah,
right?
Man, I'm so glad Sunset Overdrive didn't come out in 2017.
Oh, hell yeah. And I don't want them to give him that fucking publishing right either.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Because we would have seen these articles. Sunset Overdrive is the perfect Switch game.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
would say that stupid shit too.
exactly.
That's
In the same way, and look at what fucking Remedy was able to achieve with the Northlight engine. Look at how Alan Wake 2 looks. Alan Wake 2 looks fucking insane. It looks like a real next generation game in comparison, just like Callisto Protocol. It looks insane. And who funded that engine? Microsoft. That's why Alan Wake exists. Alan Wake 2 exists because Microsoft funded that engine. And the only reason Alan Wake 2 came out faster was because they didn't have to build an engine from scratch like they had to do with the first Alan Wake, and that's why it took so long. Because building an engine, or Quantum Break rather, because when you build an engine, it takes long.
Yep.
The process is way longer. That's why Hellblade's taking long, because they had to build the engine from scratch with UE Engine 5, because it first started on UE Engine 4. Okay? Those are the details that you dummies act like you know, and you don't know shit. Y'all don't know nothing.
Many of them don't actually know them details until.
No, they don't. They don't.
By the way, chat, just to clarify once again, the Hi-Fi Rush to Switch rumors are just that, rumors. None of that has been confirmed. Nobody said anything.
Right.
The YouTuber literally just made it up, and for some reason, everybody's running with it.
Well, who started the rumor?
Let me clarify. Hold on.
Who started the rumor, Unlimited? You're none other than Jeff Grubb. He always do that shit.
Yeah, but let me clarify again, guys. It is this situation, this podcast today. I do not address rumors normally. The only reason why we're talking about this is because I noticed the Xbox community for some reason took this seriously, and we're here today to debunk that. Tell you guys to calm down. That Xbox not going third party, as Phil Spencer literally said multiple times, that people choose to ignore. Basically, we're doing the work, man. We're letting you guys know what the actual truth is. So I saw some people say, "Hey, Unlimited, is Hi-Fi Rush coming to Switch?" No, it's not. Just rumors that don't exist. And for some reason, when it comes to, you know what it is? For some reason, when it comes to Xbox, people want these rumors to be true because, again, listen, I'll say this. Never tell me Xbox don't have games again. Never, especially don't tell me they don't have quality games.
Absolutely.
Because I don't see the Xbox community.
1,000% right.
I can't find any articles of the Spider-Man 2 coming to Xbox Series X, because we already knew it wasn't, and we accepted it, and we're fine. But for Nintendo and PlayStation, it's like Xbox has all these games. It's almost blasphemy. And what upsets them the most, y'all, is that they don't want to support Xbox, but they want our games, even though that makes no sense.
Yes, sir. Because they don't want Xbox the console to exist. They want only Nintendo and PlayStation to exist, and Microsoft can be a publisher. That's what they want, because they know that the Xbox console is better in every way than both of those platforms.
Coco Fiend earlier had a perfect comment that I forgot to read out. He said this. Take away Xbox and PlayStation exclusives. Xbox dominates the PS5 off features alone. And he was absolutely right.
Features alone?
Now the better console has the better games and more and better games. The combination of more and better games. Oh, of course they're going to say stuff like Xbox needs the dish exclusive. And by the way, this is what was so funny. The guy literally said this. Xbox has faced constant criticism from myself included for its lack of exclusives. He literally says that, and he still has the audacity to say
to make the argument. Right.
So let me get this straight. From the game.
It's like an oxymoron.
Yeah, exactly, G-Bot. Somehow, for years, Xbox has no games. Now that they do, they shouldn't have them. Which one? Daya, which one is it? Please. Tell me, which reality do they want to live in? The world where Xbox has no games, or the ones where they do have games, but y'all don't want them to have them?
They want both. Want both because they can't have Xbox be whole with the exclusives, with the abilities that they have, with everything that they're investing, because it's a threat to PlayStation.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything always boils down to that.
That's the reality of it. They know that they're going to shut PlayStation down, and they don't want that. That's all it is.
So they're pushing that the games that would set Xbox apart, that would make people come to their ecosystem, end up on Nintendo or on PlayStation. That's why they're pushing. So again, it always comes down to protecting PlayStation, somehow negating the damage that PlayStation is taking. That's what it comes down to. Because right now, both Nintendo and Xbox are threats to PlayStation, whether they realize that both of them are. But Xbox has become a monster, and they don't know how to stop it. You know, they really don't. You know,
Their own fault there.
Microsoft.
It's their fault there. It was their fault. They were talking shit, and they tested them, and they were talking shit. They created that own monster. Now you got to fucking accept it.
And,
Sony executives literally started last generation. The executives. This is how you trade games.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't IGN who did that. It was literally Sony executives.
It was.
Who did
Yes,
console
sir.
wars. And now that they're losing, everybody wants me to feel sympathy. No, I don't. I don't feel bad for Nintendo or Sony for falling behind, Daya. And sorry to cut you off.
No, it's fine. And
Fuck them both.
Yeah, so I think that again, that's what it comes down to. Microsoft is a monster now. They can't stop Microsoft, and I think these exclusive. The only way Microsoft can diminish its own brand at this point, because right now with the studios they have, Microsoft could retreat to a corner of the industry and be perfectly fine. They don't need anybody anymore. Okay, with the money that they get for their games and all this, they can fund themselves. They like almost on autopilot at this point, you know. So they know this, and so the only way Microsoft can actually harm itself is to diminish their own brand by taking away the incentive for you to get on their ecosystem.
But Daya, you said something that was absolutely masterful, and you didn't even realize when you said it. You said, why would Microsoft invest money to try to get people on their ecosystem just to pull them away by putting it back on the same ecosystem they're trying to get the customers from?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That make no sense. That shit was masterful what he said. That's exactly what it is. Why would that? That don't make no sense.
Yeah, Phil, listen, this is what's going to happen, y'all. In about a week or two, when they announce the January showcase, Phil's going to do an interview. They're going to ask him about exclusivity. He's going to double down once again and say, no, either we're not third party, or our games aren't going anywhere, or we have no plan. Because remember, they shut down that a few days. Y'all remember just like last month, I think, when there's rumors about Game Pass going to other consoles or something like that, and Phil and them came out immediately. Well, not immediately. They waited a couple days.
They waited a couple of days to see if it dwindled down. Yeah, but it happened.
Yeah, they waited a few days later. They said, no, we have no plans of putting Game Pass on Nintendo or PlayStation, right? And that's all that's going to happen now. Mm-hmm. He's going to do another interview. He's going to be asked a stupid question. And I know when Phil gets these questions asked, he's like, again, y'all asking me this again? He's going to debunk it, and then people are just going to flat out ignore it, because that's all you ever do is ignore the truth.
No, they'll do what they did the last time. Remember what they did last time, Unlimited? They were like, oh, of course he's going to say that. He's not going to say the truth on camera right away. He's going to wait and then put it on and do it and then make an excuse. That's what they're going to say.
Yeah. So when I see people there who say that Xbox should immediately, no, they don't, because every time they debunk it, y'all just ignore it, or like He-Bot, y'all twist their words. Hell,
exactly.
I still remember they 3 years ago. Homegirl Sarah Bond did a press conference and said Game Pass subscribers buy and play more games as high as 40%.
Facts.
Yeah.
And do you know what the reaction to that was, Daya? She's a liar. She's literally out here in a public forum. She was literally giving a presentation, actually.
Yeah, presentation. Yeah,
she's a liar on a public presentation, and so then I knew that okay, these guys, you know, that's why I always ask the question, Daya, why does the truth not matter? Why do the facts not matter to y'all one bit? Like they don't even consider it anymore.
Unlimited. I want to add something real quick. These guys don't realize that when you make a presentation to investors, right?
I was going to say, yeah,
you have to show actual 1,000% real proof.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh yeah, this is what it is, and then it's not that. Because then those investors will quickly be like, fuck you, bye, and they lose everything.
Yep.
You cannot make fake data for investors. You see what I'm saying? So if she said in that presentation, this is what's happening with Game Pass, that's because it's the facts.
Yeah.
Because if not, the investors are not going to trust them. Investors are people that give with money, that lend people with money, also more money in big numbers, so that they can make a profit and keep growing. That's what investors are. They're not going to invest billions of dollars on Microsoft so that Microsoft can take those billions of dollars and throw them down the toilet.
Exactly.
That's not the way that works. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. But basically, what you and Daya did was confirm my main point. For some reason, that's why when I saw, like, again, Daya and Hebot, Tuck and Sega Man, I saw a lot of people say Xbox needs to come out and say no, because every time every single time they debunk it, y'all just ignore it anyway.
They ignore it. They go right.
Or say it's fake.
To me, that's why. Listen, I have changed my tune. I don't dare. Did you see that Xbox and Starfield were the most talked about games last year?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good. That after finding out that information, and me, he talked about it specifically. That's why it's changed my tune. You know, that's why I was okay with them waiting a few days to confirm late exclusivity, because let these guys talk Xbox, right? Keep it, because what you're doing is that with these articles, with having us here, having the 50 people watching right now, is that you're keeping Xbox name out there, and you know what's invisible? A game that's coming out this month, The Last of Us 2 remaster.
Oh, is that this one? I forgot all about that.
Exactly. So all they're doing, so this is why I'm okay with Xbox taking their time, because all they're doing is digging their graves. Once again, they're proving us right.
They're feeding us to begin with, because they're making Xbox make money.
Yep.
But what are they talking about, guys? They're talking about the next developer direct. That's all I'm hearing everywhere. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't give a damn about The Last of Us. No, they didn't even buy the first one.
And boy, let me tell you something. If something drops like that Clockwork, I keep forgetting the last name.
Yeah, Revolution.
Okay, if something like Clockwork Revolutions or Towerborn drops, it's gonna be talked about more than the fucking Last of Us remake, because it's a new IP.
Exactly.
It's a new game.
You know what game I think is going to just be dropped is Stalker 2, and here's why.
Stalker 2.
Yeah, that one's been announced for a while. And we know that they're in the Ukraine, but we know it's also had a 2024 release. So I think that's going to be the drop this year, Stalker 2.
Right.
That's exclusive to Xbox, right? The
Stalker
2? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And now is that funded by Xbox? I'm not sure.
I think they funded exclusivity.
It's a funded third-party exclusive from 2020, basically.
Okay, then I can see it shadow dropping then if they paid for it. Yes,
that's what I think is shadow drop this year personally. Only because everything's kind of aligning for it. You know, it was announced 4 years ago in 2020. The people out there were fighting the Ukraine war, and word has been saying that they're finally almost done with the game. So I think that's it. But hell, it doesn't matter. Whatever game gets shadow dropped is going to be talked about more than The Last of Us remastered anyway.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter, really. So, and by the way, Sony, stop releasing games in January. Now that Xbox doing these showcases.
Yeah, they need to stay away from January.
Because your games just keep getting swallowed up by Xbox talks, man. All right, but with that said,
January, Xbox owns January now. It's like it's automatic now. As soon as the Game Awards and stuff is over, people are looking towards the next development.
Yeah, they're moving on to when is the showcase next?
Yeah.
And I don't blame y'all. And by the way, that excitement we showed about the showcase, that's what they hate about us. Y'all do know that.
Yeah. They hate that's what they're trying to do. The fucking news, because they want to take away the attention to the possibility of the next showcase, because more than likely it's a true rumor, right? Because it's still a rumor. More than likely it's real.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about a rumor like that. The thing about a rumor like that is that at least we have precedent with it. This hi-fi this shit was just made up out the blue.
It was.
So Nate the Hate is a Nintendo guy actually, and right. So this Nintendo guy from what the chat told me, is the one who's saying the Xbox game is to come to the Switch. Is that not convenient to you all guys? That's like a Lakers fan saying the Lakers are going to win the NBA championship. Of course, the Lakers fan is going to say that. That's his
Who
favorite
the
team.
fuck is Nate the Hate to say
Exactly.
something?
Yeah, I have no
like
clue.
what?
I don't know.
I just know that the chat was putting me on game on who he is. Apparently, he's a Nintendo dude on some podcast.
That's like me saying, "Oh yeah, you know, the Niners are gonna pick up, you know, I don't know, a new quarterback from another team because he's better."
Yeah.
Because I said so. Because I'm a Niner fan. Like what?
Yeah,
Are you fucking retarded?
It's crazy. But with that said, you know, with that said, at the end of the day, all this stuff is ultimately going to be good because one, they're going to be proven wrong as liars. Two, it keeps people still talk about Xbox. The fact the Last of Us is coming out again. The Last of Us 2 was one of the games that I was told, y'all, was better than every single thing on the Xbox lineup. And
the greatest thing since Jesus Christ himself, right?
And PlayStation fans don't give a damn about that game, right? So at the end of the day, you know, everything's gonna be fine. Xbox fans, we're gonna have another fantastic year. We're gonna have another showcase, a summer showcase. We know we're getting Avowed and Hellblade and Towerborn and most likely Clockwork Revolution
and possibly even South of Midnight. I'm starting to think that thing might come out.
So that's why I'm looking forward to South of Midnight. That's the one from the people who did We Happy Few, right?
Yes, I'm looking forward to that.
And remember, Aaron, he had confirmed that it's going to be a third-person action adventure.
It is.
So, you know, those are my favorites.
Hold on for a minute. J-Con said you can pre-download Stalker 2 now?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So that might even be hitting at it more.
Yeah, because yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I was like, what?
Yeah, but we're about to wrap it up shortly. The Texans playing an hour, man. This is a huge game.
Okay, yeah, we can't keep
I can't
turn into a monster on this thing.
Yeah. Listen, if we're still podcasting, my ass will be you'll be hearing me cheering in the background. But anyway, we're gonna wrap it up shortly, man. Excellent show, though, I must say. And thank you all for joining for the first Limited Truth of the year. The chat, you guys were spectacular. I'm glad that we had a full panel because this was just put together last minute, man. And I know it's not always easy to get you guys to come last minute. So again, thank you very much. With that said, we're gonna start giving our final thoughts. Tuck, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Tuck, man, give us your final thoughts.
Well, let me ask you this. Okay, ask me that question that you gave Sega Man earlier about the game that.
Oh, Oh, thank you. I forgot about that. Yeah. What do you think about games that skip Xbox?
Okay, now you know what I'm gonna already say. I don't give a fuck about none of them damn games. I just don't because. They're not going to make no money, and we all know that. So that's the reason why I always have said, if they want to go ahead and sign a deal with Sony, sign a deal with the devil, let them sign one. Because at the end of the doggone day, when they don't make no money, and when they turn around and they ain't making no money at all, damn them all. I always have said that. I mean, this shit is going on with all the other. I mean, look what happened to Square Enix last year. Mm-hmm. They lost a lot of money last year. So
who lost money, Tuck?
Developers want to do that bullshit. Let them do it. And hope they eat crow on the way because when they realize that they sign a deal with the devil and this shit don't sell, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna say the shit. I mean, I told you so.
Right.
So with all that being said, no. I mean, this is a very, very good panel. I mean, that's the reason why I like this panel that we have gotten together because we speak the truth about gaming. We ain't no half stepping. We just talking about gaming. So, but now with my final thought of the day's show is this: people don't believe everything that you hear what the fake media is saying. Won't y'all believe what the man said, Phil Spencer and Eric Greenberg and all them boys? You know, all that fakery and all that stuff, and you hearing all this fakery and all that stuff. Don't listen to that. listen to the real people. I mean, and I understand that people don't have common sense no more like they used to, but Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, it got to be some kind of. I mean, you got to have some kind of knowledge of what the hell's going on in this world, in this gaming world. But that's all I got to say about that.
Awesome stuff. Yeah, Rain Gene, I'm a Texans fan on purpose, man. You know, I got to rep my Houston teams, man. That's how you do it down here. But Daya, First Lady of Chat, spectacular as always. And you know what, Daya, it's been a little while since we were able to hang out on my show. Yeah. So it's always a pleasure when you join us. But Daya, let me get your final thoughts on everything we talked about.
You know, this is annoying, but I wanted our first show not to be on this, but you know, I talked to Unlimited about us really talking about what we expect for 2024, and I still want to do that. By the way,
oh yeah, no, we go. Trust me, Dave, we got that covered.
Okay, cool. And I would love to do some projects too, like maybe we can highlight a different studio every time we come and talk about that studio. What are the potentials of that studio? That would be fun. I would love to just do different things and think outside the box, you know, because I know that Sega Forever was kind of thinking like that. He wants to do more positive stories, looking forward to what Xbox is going to do. And I want us to do that too. Yeah. But this had to be corrected because this is going to continue throughout the year, especially if Clockwork and South of Midnight drops. These are going to be more games, and every time we see these exclusives, we're going to see these people reacting like that to a game that they want, but they just won't allow themselves to actually buy an Xbox or pay for Game Pass. But that's their problem. All I can say is this. For the Xbox gamers that are okay with that, do not be okay with that. You're paying into the ecosystem for a reason. Without you, Game Pass doesn't exist. You are the ones who should receive the games and anyone else who pays into it. Okay? Can you imagine people getting the Netflix shows, but they don't pay into the service? Can you imagine that? You know, so no, we should not be okay with what some of these people are saying out here. Every ecosystem has to have their own stuff. They have to have their own identity, and let Xbox have theirs. Okay, so we know the media is going to keep pushing this. They want Microsoft almost to sabotage itself by giving away their best IP. That's not going to happen. That stuff is going to stay here. They're going to continue to invest and make great games, make great experiences for us. And all we need to do is just stay focused. They want to distract us. They know this is our year. This is our year. That tidal wave is hitting. And so just sit back, enjoy your games. I know you all are playing your backlog. I know I am. I'm getting ready for Uden Chronicle, by the way. That's coming out on Game Pass.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm still trying to work through that monster of a backlog. But yes, I'm having fun. Last year was absolutely fantastic. And this is our best day. So don't let this stuff get you down. Xbox is in the prime, and thus we are in our prime. Enjoy it all.
Oh, excellent stuff there, Daya. And yeah, we're definitely going to have more positive related content this year. Awesome. Varied content. Yeah, the Unlimited Truth. You know, we're going to do good things this year, Daya. Don't worry. Sega Man, you still there?
Yep.
Awesome, Sega Man. You know, thank you as always for joining. And let me get your final thoughts on everything.
Well, my final thoughts, man, is that just like Daya said, I mean, going forward, you know, I think the day that I knew that we were going to win, to be honest with you guys, was back in the day when Phil Spencer said that we will never be beaten in the power narrative ever again. You know what I mean? I just remember him saying that, man. And after that, when he introduced the Xbox One X, going forward, and then the year after that, the studios, like starting with Hellblade and all them studios like that, and did labs and stuff like that. I knew we were winning. We're going to win and see the future of Xbox back then. That was my personal theory about Xbox. You know, but in reality, Unlimited, and you know this, and Hebot knows this, and I'm pretty sure Daya knows this. Even in 2013, with all the rhetoric about Xbox and them stumbling and all this stuff, we still back then had the better lineup of games
Yeah.
than PlayStation.
Yeah.
And like he always says this when he does videos sometimes. They capitalized off that, which was good as business because they were going to put their camera in the box, just like Xbox was going to do. But when they seen that what happened with Xbox, that's when they decided not to put it in there and then make the PlayStation 4 cheaper. So that's how they won, in a way, won that generation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, is when they did that. But going forward, like I said, these guys, Unlimited and Dea and Hebot, they live in a twilight zone. They really do. They don't live in reality when it comes to Xbox. Xbox is winning this generation. They're winning, man.
Yep.
They can say whatever they want, Unlimited, and you always catch them with their pants down. Hebot does. They can say whatever they want to try to turn the narrative around. But in reality, not in the twilight zone. In reality, we're winning. We're winning this generation, and I think we're going to keep winning going forward. But Ultimate Game Pass with the studios that we have, that we're acquiring, and that's under the Xbox family now. It's a win-win. I'm sorry. It's too late for PlayStation to catch up. It's way too late. Nintendo, too. It's way too late. They're not going to be able to catch up. I don't care what they're trying to do and what they're trying to succeed to do. They're not going to catch up. They don't have the money Microsoft does. It's a fact. They don't have the money that Microsoft does. Microsoft can destroy both of those companies in a day. If they really wanted to destroy them, they can destroy both of those companies because they have the money to do that, to overtake those two companies. They just do. They choose not to. You know what I mean? But they're you said, and Phil Spencer said, about the third party company, about our exclusives and stuff like that. They want them to go to other platforms. No, it's not going to happen because they're not going to support the games. They're not going to buy the games. They never did. They never will. You know what I mean? Xbox guys and ladies support the developers of Xbox and buy their games, and they're highly invested in the ecosystem. Why do you think we keep getting more studios? Why do you think we keep getting more games?
Exactly.
Because we support these games. We buy them. We buy and invest in Ultimate Game Pass. And that's why we keep getting these great, great games. And that's why I always say we're eating good over here, Unlimited, because right now, Xbox is on top, man, and I think they're going to stay on top. I really believe they're going to stay on top, man. Those are my final thoughts, guys. We got a lot of good games to look forward to coming in the future. Like Unlimited said, we're probably going to see another shadow drop when we have the shows. We got Hellblade 2 coming up. We got other games to think about like Perfect Dark, Fable.
If I see Perfect Dark, I might faint. I can't.
What'd you say, Dan?
Oh man, if I see Perfect Dark, I might faint. I've been wanting to see more of that game for a long time. So yeah.
Yeah, and in the chat, 100, our brother said it. Xbox is life. I can't say it any better than that. Xbox is life, bro. You know what I mean? This is just a done deal, man. They can keep all that stuff up. We're going to keep, doing these podcasts and stuff like that. But like Unlimited said, these guys out here, they're in the twilight zone to think that Hi-Fi Rush is coming to those. It's not coming to them systems, bro. If you want to play that game, you know what you got to do. Buy an Xbox, a bomber phone, a laptop. I mean, if you really want to play these games, you're going to play them. You're not getting it on the Switch, and you're not getting it on the PlayStation, man. You're not getting Starfield. You're definitely not getting Hellblade. So I mean, you need to get out of the twilight zone. You know what I mean? And you need to just bow down and buy Xbox or play on a PC or a phone. You don't even need an Xbox. You can play. We have different ways to play our games, right? Unlimited. If you hate Xbox so bad, and that it's such a bad system, you can play it on a PC, or you can play it on a tablet, or you can play it on a phone. So there's no excuses.
Yeah. Excellently put there, Sega, man. And I agree with every word. Hebot, the world's most powerful gamer. You there?
Yep.
All right, Hebot. Yeah, let me get your final thoughts, and I'm gonna give my final thoughts. We're gonna call it a night.
My final thought is basically this is one of the reasons why, and People may argue this all the time, but this is one of the biggest reasons why we need other venues to still exist, like E3. And the reason why I say that is because once you start to eliminate any area where other people can actually participate with the real people and the real insiders, the real developers, the real people in charge, it gives too much power to other mediums or other media that does gaming, subjects and topics that they don't really have no no guidelines, where they just do whatever they want, say whatever they want based on whatever they hear, not actual facts or factual context, or take context out of the take the actual true facts out of context to spill and create rumors for narrative, to create volumes of views and people to come to see their stuff. Because that's a lot of times why they do that, because people, Giant Bomb, people like Jeff Grubb, Des Gordon, that's supposed to work for an Xbox centric place called Xbox Central, but yet he goes and touts more things on PlayStation or Nintendo, or say that they're doing better than Xbox, even though there's supposed to be an Xbox channel. That's not where it's at. That's not what you want to see. Or having Jeff Keighley be the only one be able to host shows, to have world premieres, or to have, other developers, showing off what the body of work did, or featurettes. The point is, we're cutting off ourselves as the actual gamers. The gamers should be the true voice of the industry. And if you don't hear it from the horse's mouth, then take it with a grain of salt, because it's more than likely it's not true. Okay, more than likely it's not true. Maybe 9 times out of 10 it's not true. And again, if something does come out to be true, that's like an anomaly. So like I said earlier, if a game was to come, or is really truly coming, that's on Xbox or Xbox developed studio game, the only thing that would actually make sense is Psychonauts 2, because it started off as a Kickstarter, the game that was supposed to be on all platforms, and to this day hasn't come to Nintendo because it's an inferior hardware, not superior, but inferior. So they probably took a longer time to develop it, to get it to run correctly at a high quality, the way that Double Fine likes to do their games, right? Whether you like them or not, to run on Nintendo. That is the only thing that makes logical sense. We're talking about logic here, people. I'm not talking about feelings. We're talking about logic, because logic and feelings is 2 different things. But the fact that you motherfuckers to begin with are out here saying, we want this, we want that, we want Starfield on PlayStation, we want Hi-Fi Rush on Nintendo, we want the next Morrowind on PlayStation and Nintendo as well, just shows you that you motherfuckers like Xbox games, but you just don't want to admit the truth. You like Xbox, but you won't refuse to buy the console, because if you do that, you're going to make yourself look like a fucking hypocrite and a dumbass, and you had to bite and and take your own shoe out of your own mouth that you put there in the first place. In other words, you have to lay on your own bed, and you don't want to do that, because all of you motherfuckers got egos, and that's the problem. Your ego is what you don't know. You keep stroking, and you're worrying about your ego instead of just being humble and being honest. Just get on there and be like, you know what? I may not have thought Xbox was a good brand or a good place to play games, but once I realized that they have stuff that is worth playing, things that are not available on PC or any other console, games that are fun, wonderful features that come with those games, like, free upgrades, boost mode, smart delivery, all that stuff. I realized that Xbox is another ecosystem worth investing in playing games on, because they're really delivering, and they're really being consumer friendly, and they're really worth owning, and they're best bang for your buck. And maybe a Sony might be, or Nintendo might be my preferred platform, but I think it's time to also give Xbox a chance, because they deserved it and they earned the stripes. It's much easier for you to sit on a camera and do that than just continuously keep acting like you are a hater or you don't like Xbox or that you do like Xbox, but yet you really like Nintendo and Sony, because then you don't come off as a liar and a hypocrite and disingenuous. Okay? It's not hard to do. It takes a real man or woman to admit the truth on the camera instead of playing it off like they are and they're not. That's why we don't take none of these dudes seriously. And that's why people like Unlimited with his show, or me when I did my show, or Sega Forever when he does, or Sega Forever, or Exile, or Sega Man with his show when we do it, we're the ones that don't really get the actual proper support, right? Even though I see Unlimited is getting growth, and that's good. People are supporting. That's also beautiful to see and wonderful. Because they think that we're just trying to defend and be Xbox damage controllers or Xbox Uncle Tom kiss asses or whatever the hell you want to call it. When the reality is that we're real gamers with experience through the years, seeing what's been going on in the gaming industry for so long that you can't sell us on and convince us and sell us on bullshit. Like Unlimited said, you're never going to convince me that Starfield was not a very well-received game, right? And other things that he showed as example. We have too much experience and are too much of our own leaders instead of followers to believe any narrative that we know is stupid and ignorant and uneducated, or that you're going to convince us somehow that PlayStation shits all over Xbox and so does Nintendo, when we know clearly it does not. Because you keep saying we're the Sims or that we're the company asses, yet we're on the side of the company that everybody loves to hate. We're on Xbox. Isn't Xbox terrible? Don't everybody hate it? You guys are the ones following what's popular, what everybody wants to buy. It's like PlayStation is like the iPhone of consoles. They just buy it because it's popular. And if you don't like that, too bad. Just go look at the numbers. That's why Yoshida himself said, we don't have game sales. We only sell consoles. And now it came out and they said yesterday, even if we sell 100 million consoles this generation, it's not going to be enough money to fund for the next console. And you think you're getting...
Hold on.
And you think...
Hold on, he repeat that? I gotta look that up. What did they say?
Well, yesterday the article came out saying that even if they sell 100, I'll send it to you. Even if they sell 100 million consoles this generation, it will not be enough money to fund the next console.
Wow.
A PS5, and yet they think they're getting a PS5 Pro. You saw Paul Tassi came out and said, "Oh, the PS5 Pro is going to be something that's not even going to be worth looking at." If he must know something, or that their possible next console will be even weaker than the new PS5, as far as in comparing it like a Switch to an Xbox, in order for them to afford it, because they're not making enough money. I'll send you the article. It was all over yesterday. You didn't see it on Twitter last night?
Yeah, this is wild.
Yeah, that's what they said. They said, and a matter of fact, Unlimited, I'll tell you something else. They already announced that they're changing from making OLEDs this year to making LED mini LED screen TV, which is much cheaper and is going backwards. And they're not going to be at CES, Sony. And it also said that Sony said that if this generation keeps going the way it's going, they will probably have to reside to becoming a third-party publisher. You can look it up.
By the way, I'm glad you told me about this article, because I want to point something out. Because somebody was saying, is this rumor? No. This literally says, as reported by Game Industry Japan, securities from the Tokyo Securities Held seminar on December 27th. So this is being reported. This is the difference between reporting and the rumor shit from a real YouTuber who just makes something up. But this, I gotta read this off screen. This is
I did not know about that. I did.
Well, like I said, Unlimited, these motherfuckers are lucky that I don't have time in my hands to do We Got Next as periodically as you do. Because me, you, and everybody else doing this the way we do it, they'll be fucking fucked.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Like I said,
I was going in the chamber, man. This
because we watch each other's. We wash like washing something. We wash each other's back. That's what real friendship and camaraderie is about. And that's what we've always done since we started fucking with each other in our nights of the round table, right? All of us. Yeah. We look out for each other. You see how Unlimited doing this show? I don't give a fuck about getting clout. What did I do? I told him what's going on. He looked it up. Now he could put it and present it, because I don't talk lies. I never speak unless it's something I fucking read myself. Unless I misunderstood it, that's a different story because I could do that being older and, not really looking into it right away because of my age or whatever, make a mistake, an honest mistake. I can do that, yes. But 9 times out of 10, I make sure it's 100% what I'm looking at is accurate, do my research, and then I open my mouth because I don't like opening my mouth to then look like a dumbass like other people do. And then try to backtrack on what I said, trying to act like, oh, no, it's okay. I didn't make no mistake, even though you look stupid and you know you made a mistake, right? But I'm a man enough to admit it. That's why I don't do that. That's why I've said it for years, Unlimited. I don't like talking about rumors unless I know it's 100% from the horse's mouth, right?
Yeah,
and you know that.
And again, same here. Listen, like I said, today's show was an anomaly. The only reason rumor was because I noticed the Xbox community took it so seriously.
Because you're coming at it from a different angle. That's why.
For example, Dan, this is how ridiculous it got earlier. Sarah Bond put out a tweet. Hey, what game are you looking forward to this year? And instead of just replying to it, people are arguing, don't put Hi-Fi Rush on Switch. But it's like, dude, Xbox literally never
came out with that.
Yeah, and yet they're harassing the poor woman over a rumor. And so stuff like that is why if I ever talk about rumors because I see stuff like that, and I need to calm the Xbox community down a bit. But yeah, anything else before I give my final thoughts and wrap things up?
I'm good.
Heba, you good? Heba.
Yeah, I'm here.
You good? Before I get
no, that was my final thought. Basically, is if we're gonna start the year this way, oh my God, brace yourself because it's gonna be a long, exhausting year for y'all because these things are not gonna go far. The truth will set you free, and the truth will be out. And it's just like they're saying that because Microsoft had to show the actual date-to-date roadmap that they don't got games this year. And watch out this year, I guarantee you, Microsoft is still going to have more games than PlayStation.
Listen, last year, people have short-term memory. And Alter, the rumor didn't even say Hi-Fi Rush. That was so hilarious. It was like I said, they just made it up basically, and that's why I don't like talking rumors usually. But to pick back off what you said, Heba. The people don't forget that we were in this exact same position last year where they're like, well, these games are coming out this year, but they got no release dates. Then what happened? Oh, that's right. January 25th, they gave us one of the best showcases of the year, and it had all the release dates. So that's why now people just aren't in the same panic mode about them because we know we know they're coming. We know they're going to give us a show that's going to announce it. And we're going to be good because Xbox are the only ones that does anything. But with that said, let me give my final thoughts so we could get out of here. Guys, welcome to 2024. And you are not going to control the narrative. And by you, I mean the media, the PlayStation, Nintendo fanboys, all those who are port begging, all those who ignore facts, all those whose feelings get butthurt. You don't control them. You don't control the narrative anymore. The only thing that's going to ever control the narrative going forward is the truth, right? And y'all, that could upset y'all all at once. Y'all could be mad. Don't kill the messenger, as they say. Well, be mad at me. Be mad at the messenger all you want. Because if nonsense going out, I'm going to be here. As long as I have the free time, I will be here. And me and my exile family here, we're going to be here. We're going to tell you what the truth is. And we're going to say it blatantly. We're going to say it as much as we want until it's in your thick skulls. And if it don't register in your skulls, that's on you. Because gaming is in a great place. Xbox is in a great place. The chat, you guys are absolutely fantastic and knowledgeable people. I love reading your comments. I mean, like Alter here said, it's all assumptions. See, Alter is smart. He saw the nonsense for what it is. It's literally just made up hearsay. But for the rest of y'all, nope. Gaming, and then not only that, as we progress to the year, Daya, we're going to be able to talk about our favorite games, our most favorite games, our favorite studio, who we're looking forward to, what we want. Because on Xbox, we could talk that talk. Because you know what Xbox has, Daya, Sega Man, and Heba? Like 40 studios.
That's right. Yeah.
You're so bad. You're so bad.
Yeah, so like 40 or 50 games in development for this generation, right?
Hey, listen, real quick. I have to step out. I'm sorry, Unlimited. I'm not trying to cut you off, but I will be doing the Sega video, guys. Just give me some time because I'm working on a bunch of other stuff like countdowns for action figures and stuff. But I will be doing so. Look forward to that.
Okay.
and I'll give you my thoughts on what I think.
Awesome.
Okay?
Yeah, I want to see that Sega video.
Yeah, if you gotta go, then yeah. Well, I'm about to close the show.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, I just wanted to let you know because I didn't want to be rude or anything before, and just
Yeah, so guys, enjoy another fantastic year of gaming that we got going on. Game Pass, I saw Assassin's Creed Valhalla's hitting Game Pass this month.
Yeah, that
Great
awesome
games.
drop. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got it so good on Xbox, and they're jealous. They're jealous, and they got to talk about Xbox because they need the clicks, they need the views, and there's a reason why in 2023 Xbox had over 300,000 articles written about it. Right. Meanwhile, PlayStation had 250, and Nintendo had even less than that because Xbox dominates the gaming conversation for a reason, and they're going to continue to.
Yeah.
And that's going to be good for us because it's going to give us a chance to give our thoughts and put our views out there. So, guys, you guys have. I hope your New Year's was great. I hope your Christmas was great. I hope your holidays was great. And like I said, let's have fun. Let's have great time. And you know what? We are out.
Peace.
Bye.